Hello viewers, good morning everybody. Welcome. You are watching Vikas English classes. Today's topic is the best Christmas presents in the world. Okay. This is an interesting, emotional and heart-touching story. The story is written by Michael Mafrugo. Michael Mafrugo is one of the famous story writers and also playwrights. Okay. Let me introduce the characters in this story. Captain Jim McPherson. Captain Jim McPherson was an officer of a British Army. Mrs. McPherson, his wife, Connie. Hanso, he was an officer of the army of Germany Army. The Tommy means the people of Britain are called Tommy. The Fries means the people of German are also called Fries, and the author Michael Mafrugo. Okay. You know the Christmas. Christmas is one of the time of a celebration among our Christian brethren. They celebrate the total month with pomp and luxury. They distribute sweets and gifts of other things among themselves, and they make merry. But in this story, the Christmas present is neither a gift of a sweet or any other gift. It is a letter. The letter had been written by Jim McPherson from the battlefield during the First World War, as a gift to his wife, Mrs. McPherson or Connie. Okay. The letter had been lost by Connie. The way we will discuss. And after a gap of time, the same letter from her husband reaches the lady. The lady grabs it, hugs it, she becomes emotional and breaks down. Right? So the letter is considered the best Christmas prize for Connie. The story begins. The plot was, it was 1914. The horrible First World War was going on. The British Army and the German Army, they were face to face on border, on the frontier, waiting to kill one another, to shoot one another. So from the battlefield, Captain Jim McPherson had written a letter, right? The story is divided into three parts. In the first part deals with how the author happens to buy a roll-top desk and he saw a tin box there, and as he opened the tin box, he finds a letter. Then the second part of the story deals with the theme of the letter, the subject matter of the letter. What Captain Jim McPherson had written to his wife from the battlefield. The third part of the story deals with how the author hands the letter to Connie after a long gap of time on the Christmas day. And when the lady receives the letter, she breaks down. Connie breaks down. She becomes emotional. Okay, and she considers the letter to be the best Christmas prizes for her. Okay. So let me start the story. Line by line. The author spotted it in a junk shop in Bridgeport. He spotted means he found, he saw a roll-top desk in a junk store. Junk store means the shop or the store where old things are bought and sold, or kabadia, right, in Hindi. In the place Bridgeport. The man said it was early 19th century and oak. The junk seller, the shopkeeper, told the author that the roll-top desk belonged to 19th century and it was made of oak wood. I had wanted one, but they were far too expensive. The author was in need of a roll-top desk for his personal use. But the roll-top desk at that time was very too expensive for our narrator or the storyteller. This one was in a bad condition, but the roll-top desk that he found in the junkster was in a very bad condition. It was in a dilapidated condition, but it was in a broken condition. Its top in several pieces, it means the top of the table had been broken into several pieces. One leg clumsily mended. One leg of the roll-top desk clumsily, very badly mended, means repaired. Scorch mark means burn marks. Burn marks all down one side. It was going for a little money. Okay. But the price of the roll-top desk, as it was old, broken, its price had been kept very low. I thought I could restore it. Restore means to bring something to it to a good condition, to bring something in a bad condition to good condition. Okay, restore, noun form restoration. The author thought that he could repair it and again he could take it to its good condition, or he would use it. It means he would restore it. It would be a risk and a challenge, but I had to have it. The author knew that repairing the broken roll-top desk and restoring it would prove to be a risk. It would be a challenge for him. He knew, but still he had to buy it because he was under the compulsion of circumstance. He didn't have money. As the price of roll-top desk was then very high, he decided to buy it. He also bought it. He paid the man and brought it back to his workroom. The author paid the fixed money to the junk seller and took the roll-top desk to his workroom. At the back of his garage, he had a workroom. He took the desk there. I began to work on it. He began to work on it means he started repairing it on Christmas Eve. Eve means evening. On the evening of Christmas, he began to repair it. He removed the roll-top completely. He removed the top of the desk completely, entirely. Pulled out the drawers. Pull out means draw out, take out. Drawers. The veneer had lifted. Veneer means the Sanmaika we are using on the top of the wood. We are fixing Sanmaika to make it look beautiful. Similarly, veneer is a type of material which is pasted on the top of a cheap wood to make it look very beautiful. But by then, the veneer had been lifted everywhere. I looked like water and damaged to me. Okay. The roll-top desk had been damaged by water. Both fire and water had clearly taken their toll on this desk. Take toll means kill. Okay. Fire and water. The roll-top desk had been in contact with the fire sometime, and it had been also in contact with water. So due to effect of water and fire, the roll-top desk had been damaged, had been destroyed completely. The last drawer was stuck fast. The last drawer of the roll-top desk had been stuck fast. Stuck means stick, stuck. It had been fixed. It had been fixed very hard. It was so fixed that it didn't come out easily. The narrator could not pull it out easily. So at last, he had to use his force. He struck. Struck means strike, aghat kariva. He struck it sharply with the side of his fist. Fist tak aghat kale, and the drawer flew open. As he struck the drawer with his fist, the drawer came out suddenly or flew open, and it revealed means it showed a shallow space. Shallow means empty place. An empty place inside it. Okay. Underneath means under. A secret drawer. Inside the bottommost drawer, which he removed by using force, he saw a shallow place there, empty place, and a secret drawer inside the drawer. There was something in there, and he found something there. I reached in means he put his hand there and took out a small black tin box from the secret drawer. it had been cello-taped. It means it had been stabbed with cello tape. To the top of it was a piece of lined note paper, and on the top there was a note paper, and written on it in shaky handwriting. Shaky handwriting means, he was writing from the battlefield. He didn't have a table. He didn't have the right time to write a letter very comfortably with a good handwriting. So he was doing it from the battlefield, and it was a disturbed zone. That's why the letters or the lines written were shaky, not in good condition or good position. It was Jim's last letter. This was Jim's last letter. Received January 25, 1950. The letter had been received by Connie, or his wife, Mrs. Macpherson, on January 25, 1915. To be buried with the man when the time comes. The letter was to be buried with the man when the time comes. I knew I did it that it was wrong of me to open the box. The author thought that it would not be good for him. It would not be ideal for him to open the letter and read it, because he didn't want to interfere or intervene in the private affair of some other body. So at first he thought not to open the box. But curiosity got the better of my scruples. But he became so curious. Curiosity means the strong desire to know something. The author, though first decided not to open the letter, but later his curiosity became so strong. His desire to know what was inside the tin box became so strong that at last he was compelled to open the box. Scruple means, feelings that make you hesitate to do something wrong. It usually does. Inside the box, there was an envelope. Very simple. Inside the box, he found an envelope. The address read. The address had been written. The address was Mrs. Jim Macpherson or Connie. The letter had been addressed to Connie or Mrs. Macpherson, wife of Captain Jim Macpherson. 12 copper breeches. Address, Bridport, Dorset. The author took out the letter and unfolded it. Unfold means open. He opened it. It was written in pencil and dated at the top December 26th, 1914. December 26th, the Christmas day, the most important day, the day of festivity for the Christian brothers and sisters. Right. With this, the part 1 is over. Let me discuss the question and answer. Comprehension check. Question 1. What did the author find in a junk shop? The author found an old rolled up desk in the junk store or junk shop. Question 2. What did he find in a secret drawer? In the secret drawer, the narrator saw a black tin box. Who do you think had put it in there? I think Mrs. Macpherson or Connie had put the letter in the secret place or in the black tin box. Okay, students, thank you. In the next video, I will show you part 2 of this story. Dear students, if you like this class, if you like this discussion, please don't forget to subscribe and share it. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you.